The untold secrets of the Opium Wars. The smoke of opium was like the smoke of the infernal pit, and its intoxicating effects were immediate and irresistible. This chilling quote encapsulates the devastating allure of opium, setting the stage for one of history's most pivotal conflicts. The title, The Opium Wars, a clash of empires, appears on the screen, capturing the immense clash between two powerful nations. This brief yet impactful introduction hints at the deep-seated tensions and monumental events that are about to unfold. The Opium Wars were a series of conflicts in the 19th century between China and Britain, primarily over trade imbalances and the illegal opium trade. These wars ultimately reshaped global trade dynamics and had lasting impacts on both nations. In the early 19th century, China stood as a self-sufficient empire with vast resources and a rich culture. Meanwhile, Britain was a burgeoning industrial power, seeking new markets and resources to fuel its expansion and economic growth. The opium trade began when British merchants started smuggling opium from India into China, circumventing Chinese trade restrictions. This illicit trade quickly became highly profitable, leading to widespread addiction and significant socio-economic consequences in China. The opium trade began as British merchants sought to balance their trade deficit with China. They illicitly introduced opium from India, creating widespread addiction. This influx significantly bolstered British profits while devastating Chinese society and economy, leading to rising tensions. China's silver reserves dwindled as opium imports surged, destabilizing its economy. Meanwhile, Britain's economy flourished, benefiting from the lucrative trade. The contrasting economic impacts intensified the strain between the two nations, setting the stage for inevitable conflict. Tensions boiled over in 1839 when Chinese officials, determined to curb the opium crisis, destroyed large opium stocks in Canton. This act provoked Britain, leading to the First Opium War, marked by naval battles and strategic military offensives. Key battles like the Battle of Canton and the capture of Shanghai showcased British military superiority. Utilizing advanced naval technology and tactics, Britain overpowered Chinese defenses, leading to significant territorial and strategic gains during the First Opium War. The Treaty of Nanking in 1842 marked the end of the First Opium War. It imposed severe terms on China, including ceding Hong Kong to Britain, opening ports to British trade, and paying large indemnities, exacerbating China's economic woes. The Second Opium War began in 1856 due to ongoing trade disputes and diplomatic tensions between China and Britain. This period saw an escalation of hostilities, fueled by unresolved issues from the First Opium War and increasing Western demands for trade concessions. Key events in the Second Opium War included the capture of Canton by British and French forces and the sacking of the Old Summer Palace in Beijing. These events marked significant turning points, demonstrating Western military superiority and further weakening Qing authority. The Treaty of Tientsin, signed in 1858, imposed harsh terms on China, including the opening of more ports to foreign trade and the legalization of the opium trade. This treaty symbolized the deepening subjugation of China to Western powers. The Opium Wars deeply affected Chinese society and culture, as the influx of opium led to widespread addiction and social decay. Traditional values were challenged, and the Chinese populace faced unprecedented hardships, fundamentally altering the fabric of society. Western influence in China surged after the wars, with increased missionary activity, foreign settlements, and economic penetration. These changes laid the groundwork for further foreign intervention, contributing to the eventual downfall of the Qing Dynasty and the modernization of China. The aftermath of the Opium Wars saw a surge in Chinese resistance movements. Groups like the Taiping Rebellion and the Boxer Rebellion emerged, driven by anti-foreign and anti-Qing sentiments. These movements sought to reclaim Chinese sovereignty and push back against foreign domination. Western influence in China expanded significantly post-wars. Trade concessions and territorial control allowed Western powers to impose their economic and cultural practices. This period marked the beginning of China's semi-colonial status, drastically altering its traditional societal structures and governance. The long-term consequences of the Opium Wars were profound. They set the stage for China's century of humiliation, leading to significant territorial losses and economic exploitation. The wars also catalyzed internal reforms and modernization efforts in an attempt to strengthen China. Modern perspectives on the Opium Wars highlight their role in shaping contemporary China. The conflicts underscored the importance of sovereignty and resilience against foreign intrusion. They remain a poignant reminder of the impact of imperialism on national identity and international relations. To provide deeper insight, historian Dr. Li states, "The Opium Wars were a turning point that forced China to confront modernity and global power dynamics." Reflecting on this, the Opium Wars underscore the enduring struggle between tradition and change in Chinese history. The Opium Wars significantly altered the course of history, setting the stage for modern geopolitical dynamics. They reshaped China's societal and economic landscape, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of imperialism and the struggle for sovereignty. Understanding these conflicts helps us appreciate the complexities of current international relations. Reflecting on this history fosters a deeper awareness of global interactions. We invite you to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful historical content.